Is this really singing, in the sense we use the word? What are the birds doing when they make the sounds that so many composers, from Mozart to Messiaen, have built into their works? The sedge warbler's song has been studied for over a decade by Dr. Clive Catchpole.
What the sedge warbler does in its song is very, very interesting because it has a repertoire of notes, and instead of repeating them in a very stereotyped way, it goes in for a lot of improvisation and composing. So each song it composes as an individual event. It's making itself, if you like, more conspicuous, more attractive, better than its rivals all the time by showing how good it is, how big its repertoire is, just as a great singer can use it to great effect. We like to think of it as music, perhaps it is. This is a special computer which enables us to analyze bird sounds in real time. So as this bird sings each note, it's shown on the screen and we can see each particular note. And what this tells us about this bird, the sedge warbler, is that it's composing songs of individual notes in a very complicated fashion. Sometimes it repeats them, and it really varies about a basic theme. If I produce a sound using my larynx, my voice box, which I'm doing at the moment, it's really a one sound source that I'm throwing out and projecting through my mouth. With birds, the larynx, or syrinx as it's called, is situated much lower down in the chest. It's where the two bronchi bifurcate into the lungs. Then on each side, there's a separate set of membranes. Now, these can be independently controlled. So what I'm saying is a bird has a kind of a stereophonic sound source and produces individual sounds on both sides. It then mixes them in the central part in the trachea and produces them as a much more elaborate sound. When birds improvise, there's no doubt that they're trying to make their message more effective. And one way of doing this is to sort of stop boring your audience. And if you improvise and extend your variety in that way, that's a very useful device, which certainly human musicians use. It shows, of course, a kind of inherent creativity. Whether the bird is doing this for any sort of particular creative motive, I very much doubt. But again, the analogy is very close. It is improvising, it is composing, it is getting a better effect from its audience. And if that's art, well, good for the birds.